Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
K-pop news. BTS's Jin and Baekhyun-won's Ginny Slam hit with complaint over mislabeling. Oh, what is that?
BTS's Jin just got reported to the authorities. Yes, reported. Over his new business venture, and Korean netizens are absolutely divided. Some are pointing fingers at the company. Others are blaming obsessive fans. Let's break down exactly what happened, what's true, and what's just noise. What's going on? Jin co-launched a beverage brand with celebrity chef Baek Jong-won called Ginny's Lamp in late 2024. The product in question, their iGin highball drinks, watermelon and plum flavors. The alleged violation, labels on the bottles listed the correct origins, US watermelon concentrate and Chilean plum concentrate, but the website mistakenly described them as domestically sourced. What triggered the investigation? An unnamed individual filed a complaint with government authorities over this mismatch. So, the labels on shelves were legal, but the online description was not. That's the crux of the investigation. Here's a snapshot of actual comments circulating on Korean forums. Translated. Why have all
That's kind of the thing, right? When you put your name onto something as an established person, artist, athlete, who a known figure, public figure, you're gonna get the blame for it because you endorse the product. Like even like for example, when there was like a whole Bitcoin or FTC, what was this thing? The one here in Miami, the guy with Tom Brady, Shaq. What was the name? It's not FTC.
Friedman?
Friedman, but what's the company name?
Hmm.
Whatever. There was a Bitcoin company here in Miami. The guy scammed everybody.
FTX?
Yes, there you go, FTX. Yeah, and a lot of big people endorsed them. Tom Brady, Shaquille O'Neal, and they got sued for it.
Kim Kardashian, I believe.
They got sued for it because they put their name on it. Is it their fault the guy scammed everybody? No. But they got the flag for it because they endorsed it. So same with Jin. Is it Jin's fault somebody made a mistake on the website? Absolutely not. But he did put the name on the company, so he was going to get the backlash. It just is what it is.
people would he go into business with such a corrupt company? It's practically the same as getting kicked out.
Okay. I don't think this is corruption. This is an oversight. Somebody made a
Yeah.
mistake. This is, guys, corrupt company. Because somebody mislabeled something? Come on.
So the product label was written correctly, but the person in charge of the website listed it differently.
Corrupt.
These toxic fans are seriously creepy. Yup, definitely the work of toxic fans again. Sigh.
But it's very
How did he end up
important
getting
that the
tied to Baek Jong-won
labeling
of all-
matches the description.
I
It's for
agree.
the safety of the consumer. Even if this was a fan who was looking for a problem with in the BTS world, where oftentimes BTS feels like BTS army or fans, they feel like they're always targeted.
Yeah.
I do think that even though they may feel targeted, the whole point is to protect the consumer, and that these agencies do their job to make sure that the products match the description. So this is very important and actually good to have this catch now, as opposed to after, if there's an after effect and affects a consumer where they're now in the position to actually sue for more damages.
Yeah.
So this is not bad. This is good to catch these things now
Yeah.
than later.
Yeah, like because it seems like not a big deal. Oh, plum concentrate, this American or Korean, like who cares, right? But this is just about the concept. What if it was about the caffeine content? Well, no, sorry, this is not energy drink. So alcohol content.
I do think it matters where the origin is, because you pay for where it's
Yes, I
coming
know,
from.
I know. I'm just saying, like for your health, I don't think it's gonna like you're not gonna get allergic to a.
I don't know. It depends on the chemistry your body is used to, because there's foods that you cannot import from one location to another. There's like strict guidelines for foods, especially
It's
consumables.
watermelon juice, Rochelle.
Yeah, but there's a purpose to why they have this in the first place.
I understand that, and I'm not. I'm just saying it. It's not
But it's
as
nothing
bad.
to just say, oh, this is
No,
nothing.
it's not nothing. That's
It's
not what
not
I'm
science
saying.
either.
I'm saying this is just like the source of a watermelon juice. So I understand it might not seem a big deal on paper, but imagine if instead of that it was mislabeled like alcohol content, for example, and somebody got no alcohol poisoning or even died because they consumed too much of it because they were thinking they're drinking little alcohol, but in reality there was more alcohol. So if it's just a mislabeling issue, it can be a big deal. So it's good it's caught, as you said, it's caught now before something actually happens. So it's not something to laugh at, but at the same time, not something to drag Jin over either.
Or blame it on
This perfectly
saying
shows
toxic fans.
Yeah.
the divide. Camp 1. Think Jin messed up partnering with Baek Jong-won. Camp 2, think obsessive, anti-fans, purposely filed the report to sabotage him. This isn't about fake ingredients. It's about a mislabeling technicality online. In South Korea, origin labeling laws are strict because of food safety scandals in the past. Even a minor discrepancy can trigger a formal complaint. Baek Jong-won is a big name in food and beverage, but he's had controversies before, so netizens already have strong feelings about him, which bleeds into Jin's case. Toxic fans. Weaponizing regulations isn't unheard of. People have filed complaints against idols over tiny infractions just to create scandals. If the investigation finds it was just a clerical error, Jinny's lamp will likely get a warning or small fine, not a shutdown. The real risk is reputational. New brand plus high expectations. Plus, BTS's Jin. More scrutiny. How Jin responds, statement, apology, correction, will decide whether this fades quickly or lingers. This story is a classic K-pop business crossover. An idol tries something new, a mistake happens, and suddenly it's headline news. Whether this was sloppy management or an anti-fan hit job, the result's the same. Jin's first big business move is under a microscope. What
Jin should respond. I think the proper way to handle this would be a response. I think he should respond and apologize for the error, not necessarily take ownership that it's his fault. I don't think he should say that because it's not, but say, I'm sorry that, the staff of the company I take part in made an error. I think that it's enough. I don't think there's...
That's not even a problem for me for him to say we, because it is we. His name is on it.
Yeah, we made an error. Yeah, like it's either like just basically apologize for an error, because essentially this was an error. I don't think it was intentional. I don't really think like that many people really read the ingredients, especially like on the website. It's just...
But still, the point is that they should have done their job.
Yes, that is the point. Yeah. Hybe's rookie group Cortis faces plagiarism allegations. Not surprised. Let's see.
Hybe is in the headlines again.
Hey, come on. The songs we reacted to, I could literally put an artist name to exact beat that they took it from. So now, did they actually sample it and gave credit? Then there's no plagiarism, but it does sound like other songs. That is kind of a fact.
Time, not for chart success, but for alleged plagiarism. Their rookie group Cortis has gone viral after netizens posted side-by-side comparisons of their tracks with major Western hits. Let's break down what's going on, what fans are saying, and why this controversy is so heated. Hybe's newest group, Cortis.
So what did he do? With Lullaby, I think we said Travis Scott, right? Or no, sorry, not Post Malone. Circles, I think you said. Right?
You doing the summary, you talking, not me.
No, I'm asking you. I don't remember.
Why are you asking me? Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't ask me.
Because Go, Travis Scott. I think either Joyride or Lullaby was Post Malone. For show.
But the point is, we can tell, like, who the inspo.
Right. So, well, I want to see what they say, if they're going to give us exact songs.
Who debuted recently with a self-produced image, is now embroiled in plagiarism allegations. A viral post on Instagram and Korean community site, Thiku, compared three of Cortis'
A$AP Rocky. It was one of okay.
songs to tracks by A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott, and Post Malone. The comparison.
Oh, wow.
That was everybody we mentioned. Yet you want to tell me you don't know what they coming with next. They're gonna drop the next Morgan Wallen. That's what you think.
I just wanna love somebody.
You already know what they're gonna do next.
Cortis.
But A$AP Rocky's New York, though.
Fashion vs. A$AP Rocky. Praise the Lord. Cortis. Go versus Travis Scott. Bean. Cortis. Joyride vs. Post Malone. Circles.
You see it.
Circles. You did say circles. Yep.
You see it.
You did say this. So maybe just netizens watched our reaction and took it, huh?
These comparisons are circulating rapidly, drawing millions of views. The issue became explosive because Cortis has been marketed as
What's up, you want to say next is Morgan Wallen.
But I will say this is probably the least shocking plagiarism allegations out of K-pop that we've seen.
I mean, what do we expect? They're 17.
This is exactly
what they're listening to is gonna be what they're inspired by, and they're gonna do what they do to try to make it unique. But we definitely see the inspiration.
Yeah, this is now plagiarism, a serious accusation. You have to prove it, so that we can't say if it was plagiarized or not. If the artist or the beat makers want to sue, they can sue and figure it out in court. I don't know if it was just sampled and they actually gave credit and paying them low royalties, then that's also cool. But it's definitely there. The inspo is there.
Self-produced. with even one member described as a 17-year-old genius producer, making the plagiarism allegations hit even harder. The backlash online has been fierce, with some commenters blasting both Cortis and Hybe, that company where everything's a lie, and the CEO whose character is trash. Self-producing marketing seems risky, because if a plagiarism issue comes up, the member has to take responsibility. Others doubt the group's originality entirely. They promoted themselves as self-produced. But even if it's not outright plagiarism, how long can they last when they're getting suspicions of copying someone else without their own color?
I mean, self-produced doesn't mean you pulled something out of thin air. Self-produced means you produce it, but you can still take inspirations from other people. Though it's just that you don't use a beat produced by somebody else. You actually, and we did watch the behind the scenes, the documentary. It's not like they only make the beat and nobody else helps them. There's a whole team with them that helps them. So their name is on the production, yes, but there's so like 5 other people there too. So it's not like one person makes the beat in the lab, you know, in a closed cubicle, and nobody else helps.
It's just Hybe being Hybe again. Yet, some voices are defending Cortis and the songs, saying that borrowing from global hits isn't unusual. It's just the nature of the genre, lol. Songs like that are everywhere in underground hip-hop, and K-pop artists have already used them as
It's
reference.
very important to point it out, because then we get the narrative that they're original.
Oh yeah,
they're
absolutely.
versatile. There's young geniuses, but what they have created, I don't see it as groundbreaking. It's just impressive because of their age. But if they continue to do this as they're aging, it's not going to be as cute and impressive anymore.
Yeah.
LOL. I get that it sounds similar, but honestly, K-pop always borrows from trend.
I think it's just they're unique in K-pop sense. Because like in K-pop, nobody else kind of does their sound. So they are unique. But in terms of global music, they're not unique. They literally took a West Coast style of rap and made it into K-pop without actually doing 5 beat switches on the song, which what makes K-pop K-pop, essentially.
Trending pop songs overseas in a similar way. That's why people call K-pop derivative, and others think the sudden backlash might even be targeted. I feel like the sudden surge of criticism in the past few days shows people are trying to block Cortis from doing well, but marketing.
I don't think so. We said it when the songs came off. Like we didn't say, oh, they plagiarized, because how can you make that accusation? The only people that can make that accusation is the beat makers of the original songs, because they know, like, they did not get the credit, and oh shit, this is exactly what I made. They can make that accusation. So there's basically the 3 groups of people that can make accusations is those 3 groups that made those 3 songs. If they come out with a formal litigation or something, then we can actually sit and talk about real plagiarism. Right now, all we can talk about is that they sound alike, which they do.
Them as a 17-year-old genius producer feels a bit off. The reason this controversy is blowing up isn't just the alleged similarities in the songs. It's about branding. Hybe promoted Cortis as a self-produced group, which in K-pop signals authenticity and artistry. But when plagiarism accusations arise, the image of a genius teen producer backfires. Also, plagiarism debates in K-pop are nothing new. Many groups have faced similar claims because the line between influence, sampling, and copying can be blurry. But with social media amplifying every comparison video, even mild similarities can turn into viral scandals. For now, Hybe hasn't issued a statement, but the controversy shows how fragile a rookie group's image can be, especially when marketing.
Do you think this damages their self-produced claim? Not like them, but because they have the whole self-produced thing, it damages their reputation?
No.
I don't think so either.
Because they also had, some of them had produced hits already for previous groups. And also this, if there's no lawsuit that comes up and they don't get sued, that means whatever they did create in the lab
gossip.
is phenomenal.
Yeah, I think to me, is the lawsuit is the most important.
Yeah.
If there's a lawsuit that comes, I think it's gonna damage their reputation big time. But if there's no lawsuit, it's just internet gossip. I don't think if there's no lawsuit that they either paid them, you know, for sample, or they just got inspired and kind of they created their own based on the inspiration. So
this is just netizens coming forward. This is
heavily leans on self-production. This story's still developing, but one thing's clear. Cortis' debut era is now tied to a plagiarism debate that's trending both in Korea and internationally. Do you think these songs cross the line from inspiration into plagiarism? Or is this just K-pop doing what K-pop?
doesn't matter what we think. This is the original author's thing. Suga's first Instagram post in 2 years sparks massive backlash about scooter scandal to charity. We're still talking about this, okay?
Well, I thought there was like a final investigation rollout that was supposed to
I
happen.
thought that was it already. I thought, he paid the fine or whatever.
No, yeah, he did pay the fine, but there was supposed to be another like thing that investigation.
Into what do you investigate it?
Like they said, since he was in service, they didn't complete the whole investigation.
Let's see.
BTS's Suga just posted on Instagram for the first time in over 2 years. And let's just say the internet is being the internet. Excitement, shock, and of course, backlash.
I think the first
Because
post
apparently
is
you
always the
can't
most
even
Yeah, I
donate
think
millions
so.
without someone questioning your motives. Let's break it down. On September 22nd, Suga uploaded his first Instagram update since August 2023, just before his enlistment. The photo, according to reports, was taken months ago at the opening of the Min Yoongi Treatment Center at Severance Hospital in Seoul, which Suga helped establish with a massive $5 billion donation. That's roughly $3.6 million USD. Pretty wholesome, right? But nope, the reactions were mixed. Some netizens went full angry comment mode. They're calling his donation insincere, and even demanding he leave BTS altogether. Comments include, a drunk driver is literally a potential murderer.
Whether the donation is sincere or not, we will never know. But at the same time, doesn't matter because people are gonna get helped because of that donation. So
Just hurry up and leave. If he had retired and then donated, maybe it'd look sincere. Basically, they're treating an electric scooter the way they treat a sports car on the highway at 200 km/h. But not everyone's buying the outrage. Many fans, and even non-fans, are defending Suga, pointing out other celebrities with far worse scandals are still working. Whatever the intention, a $5 billion donation helps people, period.
well, I mean, Sugar is still working too, though. So like, why are we saying that? Oh, he's not working.
Criticism feels harsher because it's BTS. And by the way, it wasn't even a car. It was an electric scooter for a short distance. Some are even calling out the double standards. People caught multiple times are still filming movies, but Suga can't even donate without hate. Okay, my turn. Everyone.
I don't think we should dismiss it just because it was a scooter. It was still essentially illegal, right? So if that is illegal, it is illegal. He broke the law. So I don't think we should drag him for it.
Yeah, I think he dragged himself.
Yeah, I don't think we should drag him for it because he already paid his dues, whatever he had to pay. But at the same time, we can't just like say, oh, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. He did break the law. He did drive drunk, and it is dangerous. Now, for that he got punished and he served his time, whether it's community service or monetary fine, there was a punishment. He paid for it, and that's that. So I want to say that I don't think we should dismiss it because saying, oh, it's just a scooter, no, it's not how it works. It's still
But I think
legal.
there's a thing when you first come back from like controversy, you're gonna have to go through this. And after it'll just, people will move on.
Everyone's talking about his drunk driving, like he was swerving down the highway in a sports car. Reality check. It was an electric scooter with a seat. I ride the same scooter. Full speed, empty walkway, my turtle walks faster. Worst case, someone breaks a leg. Not a Hollywood blockbuster tragedy. And for those saying that
I mean, still though, worst case, someone breaks a leg. That's a pretty bad case. Someone breaks a leg, like an innocent person breaks a leg. It's no joke. Like we can't just like treat it as it's a joke.
donation is just PR. Cool, go do it yourself. Go drop $3.6 million on a hospital center. Actually, go buy a cheap can of tuna and feed a homeless cat first, then talk. Because at the end of the day, whether it's for image or not, millions went into healthcare, not a luxury yacht. So yeah, let's stop acting like Suga was out here driving a tank. It was a scooter, with a seat, while donating millions. Priorities, people. Backlash or not, Suga's post reminded everyone of two things. 1. He's still one of the most impactful idols when it comes to charity. And 2. The internet will always find a way to be mad at something. What do you think? Does the scooter incident justify this level of outrage? Or
I do think he gets a little extra hate because it's BTS member. Because all the haters or like other group stands, they come and hate. So I think that's not right.
But definitely the situation's gonna make him think twice from drinking and driving.
Yeah, which it should. Yeah, because he should not have done that, and he knows that. So
knows
that's he, as I said, he dealt with the punishment
Yeah.
for it. So it is what it is.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. If you'd like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and always share as much kindness as possible. Bye.